everyone, it's Della DuLac. Today we're going to do use the blending brushes with these beautiful black and white papers. This is from the True Love Designer Series paper that's in the mini catalog. I absolutely love these. They are gorgeous papers, even just black and white. I'm going to have to grab another package or two of those before they're gone. We have until the end of June while supplies last. Beautiful paper. And as you can see, they make really great ombre paper, which is what we're going to use with our blending brushes. These are so much fun. If you haven't tried these out, you definitely have to get some of those. Try these. Really fun. Here's a couple of them that I have to show you here. I'll show you how I did that. And you can do like the ombre, the rainbow. You can use to color the flowers. It's not precise. You can see that there's a little bit coming outside the lines. It's just a very soft, fun look. If you want a little bit more precise, you can use a sponge dauber. You can get in a little bit tighter than you do with the brushes. I love coloring with the Stampin' blends also. One of my favorite ways to use those. But let's get out a few colors. Let's do some gorgeous grape and Bermuda Bay. And we'll get this piece right here. And I love to do the inside as well, so that little strip. Real quick, I'll show you or tell you how I like to cut my DSP, and I do this with most all of my DSP. I will cut it in half at 6, and then I will cut it at 5 1/4. So you've got this piece here. So I'll put these two together. I'll cut it at 5 1/4, and I'll have this little 3/4 inch strip left on the side, and then I'll turn them and cut them at 4 inches. So you'll get 6 pieces, 6 matte pieces that fit great on a card, just like that. And then you always have that little strip that I'll also cut at 4. So you'll get 3 out of those sheets or strips, and then you can put those on the inside of your card. Great way to use up all of your DSP. And then for this one, I've taken that piece and I've cut 1 inch and flipped it over so you can see the back print. So then you can use all of your DSP. You can see both sides of the prints. A really great layout to use for that. So this is like one of my last pieces. I'm going to have to grab some more of that paper before it goes. But for this one, let's get some of this gorgeous grape and start with that. I like to use a clipboard because it's going to hold this in place for me while I'm loading up my brush, and I don't have to fight with it. I can just load it up like this. And then I'm going to do some of the gorgeous grape across the bottom, and I'm just going to swipe back and forth. You can do circular motions just to build up some of that color. Looks really great on this black and white paper. I'm going to go back and forth, and I'm going to leave the center white. So I'm going to have a little bit of this come up so it's a nice ombre blend. So it's light right here, and then I'm going to make the edge here a little bit darker. Just kind of load that color up on the bottom. Just swipe back and forth. Beautiful. So that we've got that gorgeous purple down here at the base. So then we'll flip it over, and then we'll close that, and then we'll get the blues. You can wash these out. They do wash out really well, but you want to make sure that they are dry at least 24 hours before you use them. But I like just having several of them ready to go for different color groups. So this one's going to be for my blues. And then if I use it on a lighter color, I just have a dark a dark cloth handy, and I'll rub off some of that dark color before I go into a lighter color, and it works pretty well for that. So I'm going to load up some of the Bermuda Bay. Same thing, I'm going to swipe across this, come up a little bit here and towards the middle, leave some of it white, and then I'm just going to make this other end darker. I love the Gorgeous Grape and the Bermuda Bay together, they're very pretty. So again, just kind of load that up. And you don't want to forget about your little inside piece, your little strip, which I forgot to do the purple, but I can come back with that. And then I'll just add a little bit of that Bermuda Bay on this end, and I'll come back with the Gorgeous Grape later, so I can have that little strip on the inside of my card. You can also flip it over and do that as well. But before, if I wanted to cut, like I did here, if I wanted to cut an inch strip off, I would have done that first. And then you could have both of these pieces like this here. Or you can just do the whole thing. And you've got this really gorgeous ombre effect with a darker purple, kind of getting lighter as you come up into the white. Same thing with the Bermuda Bay. It's darker up here, it's getting a little bit lighter. Beautiful effect. So that's how I would have done that. If I want to come in and just color a little bit of some flowers here, like this one, let's close that. And we'll grab some green. How about some garden green? Again, it's not real precise. It's going to color outside the lines a little bit. But you would just come in here, and I try to use like the tip of it just to get a little bit where I want it. It is on the flower and outside the lines a little bit, but it's kind of a fun soft look. And then I could come in with some red. This is a real red. Get my real red, or the reds brush. Same thing, I'm just going to swirl it around here. It's going to be a little bit darker towards the middle. Just color these. You could color all the flowers on the page, but I just want to focus on this grouping. And again, I could cut this strip off at a 1/2 inch so I could see some of this paper on this edge here, or leave it as is. They look really great on the black background. And then of course add a little piece of white on the inside so you can write. Let's close these up. I'll show you a few of my other samples that I have. Oh, I've done a whole stack of these. The rainbow effect is really pretty. You get a lot of colors. Usually I try to stick with 3 colors. This one, of course, you have all 6. And I would start in the middle so I could get my spacing right, and just do a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green, a little bit of blue, so you can space those out. Looks pretty on the yellow, and I have one that I've done on the black with the rainbow. You can see how different look you can get with that. Just depending on what matte color you're going to put that on. Again, white piece on the inside, and a little bit of the strip here. This one I left because it's a nice light card. I just left it with the yellow, but again, I still just put that one on the inside. Very pretty. A little bit different. This one was some pinks and yellow, and I believe that was the Highland Heather that I used there. Same thing, strip on the inside. This one's really pretty with some reds and green. And a Mother's Day. This one is some old retired DSP from the Peony Garden pack. This worked really well also. It has the kind of the grayish, it's not black and white, but it was more of a gray. And then I just did a little bit of the mint macaron and blushing bride, so it's a nice softer look. A little bit of the mint macaron old ribbon. And since it's just on a white base, I just put my little strip on the inside. This one is some old DSP as well. I have one sheet left of that pack. And this is exactly what I'm going to do with it. This one was called Inside the Lines. So I'm just going to cut that all up just like I showed you earlier, and then I will do some in some different colors. And then I added a few little pearl pieces just for an accent. Really cute. Great way to use up some of your DSP, your black and white DSP. But those are my cards for today. Thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. Don't forget to click that bell button so you don't miss a video. And if you like what you see here today, please give me a like and thumbs up. Have a great day.